last two sessions. Okay, so we understood first session what are the FI submodules, sorry, SAP submodules we have. So SAP is our course in that SAP. So broadly, our modules we can classify function modules, technical modules, and we'll understand a little bit what is technical module, how it is going to help to backend for functional modules. This functional modules is front-end operations. So this technical modules is back-end operations. So not only SAP, any technology. So every technology front-end operations, it is helping back-end programming database, okay, securities. So similarly, SAP also, we have the technical module, it is helping backend. So ABAP is the programming module, programming language. So, but the difference is compared to other technologies. So these are the SAP own products. So whatever programming language we are using, whatever security things we are using, this is our SAP inbuilt modules. Okay. Whereas other technology, you can see different to coding languages, Java, Python, C language like that. But here, so we have our ABAP own coding language. And more we'll discuss mid of the course or end of the course. First, if you know what is functional modules, okay. In that, what is our core module? What are the components, concepts we are going to discuss? And any SAP standard delivered functionality is not sufficient for the business, then so we can go for the custom development with help of ABAP programming. Okay, so first if you know the standard functionalities of SAP, then only we come to know, right? So what is additionally business is looking. Okay, then we can plan for the custom development. So we'll discuss few custom developments also apart from standard delivered. And also we'll understand updated version of SAP HANA version. So most of the solutions is given. So earlier, so when you are using the old version of SAP, maybe sometimes we required more customization. So SAP S4 HANA given so many added features. Nayak? Okay. Nayak? And so here there are so many functional modules is there. So each and every functional module in SAP, there is integration. So integration is the more success factor in SAP. Okay, so we'll discuss how our core module is FICO, how FICO is going to integrate with the MM module, SD module, and also theoretically last session we understand HR module, how it is going to integrate with our finance module. So we'll discuss these two cycles also, SD and MM. And coming to our core module, FICO. So what are the submodules we have? So last session we'll try to understand. Our core module is FICO, and what is mean by FI and what is mean by CO we need to understand. So we started discussion last session. FI means financial accounting. What is the objective of financial accounting? So we must prepare financial statement. So once it is registered company, any registered company, limited, private limited, or any firm deeds, so they must prepare the financial statement and they have to submit their financial statement to government authorities. Okay, so ROS is the one of the government authority and income tax SEBI. Okay, and what are the submodules is going to help to prepare your financial statement. So all FI submodules it is going to help to prepare your financial statements. So what are the FI submodules we have? We have GL, AP, AR, asset accounting, and as well as other important components. Part of FI we have bank account management, nothing but banking, and tax. So tax, again we have two types of tax, direct tax, indirect tax. So direct tax nothing but TDS. If someone is trying to draw something, okay, don't do anything. One minute.
Yeah, sir, it's me only, Dud Basha. Actually, I'm not able to come out from that. Actually, just I by mistake pressed that button, so I'm not able to come out from that option.
Okay, your voice also not clear.
Okay.
Okay, put in mute. We will discuss later.
Okay.
So these are the FI submodules. It is going to help to prepare our financial statement, general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, fixed assets, and banking, tax. So tax is the legal part to prepare one of the important accept. And also this is one of the month ending activity. So we'll discuss more detailed in when you go to subject. Okay. And last class I asked one question. Is there any difference between GL and other modules? Last class I asked one question. So anyone have any idea about what is GL and AP and ER? Okay. So is submodule everyone know? So is there any difference between GL and other submodules?
General ledger will deal only for general accounting.
Hmm?
So this is AP. AP is for only vendor payments, like whatever we need to pay to vendors. It is deals with only accounts payable like this.
Okay.
So accounts receivable, it is deals with only customers.
Hmm. Okay. So already last class we mentioned. So AP what we are going to do. So AP what we are going to do. So we are going to dealing with the vendors purchasing activity. Okay. So more detailed way we discuss purchase activity, purchase process. So each purchase, so most of the cases what will happen? Every business they are going to do the credit basis. So if you go by credit basis, then each and every vendor we have the agreements like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days payment terms. In SAP, how this payment terms it will works, we discussed last class. Okay, so whenever you are booking the vendor invoice, system should calculate automatically due date of this invoice. Then it is more easy for the next level payments. So what I told, so all this key information we are going to maintain in the vendor database. So this vendor database, it is going to help for your further business process. So last class I shown in system itself. Okay. So system is old batch system. So not our batch system. So we'll do intend our batch system configuration. One minute. Okay. So some demo system I explained. Okay. How we can maintain vendor database. Vendor master data. Similarly, we can maintain database for customer master data. Okay, we can maintain customer. So master data. So master data nothing but ledger account. Okay, general terminology, accounting terminology, it is ledger account. Okay, so in SAP, so slight different terminology we are going to use master data. So for easy understanding purpose, last class I given one example. So whenever you go to bank to open the one bank account, so banker is going to give the one account for you, but before that, he is going to ask the all key information from you. So he is going to maintain into so whatever bank you are going to maintain. So bank database, they are going to maintain all your key information against your bank account, and as well as they are going to give the one customer ID for net banking. If you observe, so they will give the one unique customer ID for you. So that is the database for them. So if you go to sometimes any further information purpose or something, so they will ask only just customer ID. If you give the customer ID, banker have the all database about your bank account, whether what type of this account, saving account or current account, okay, and your PAN number, everything they will get the database. Similarly, in SAP also, we are going to create the master data. Nothing but ledger accounts we are going to create. So similarly, GL. So GL also, what we'll do? We'll create master data. For general ledger also, we'll create one master data. Okay. And what are the activities we'll do with general ledger accounting? Okay, accounts payable means here we are going to create two vendor master. Means we are going to dealing with two vendors and we are going to post the purchase entry. So then every purchase, okay, most of the cases we'll do the credit based business. So means we have the agreement with vendors. Similarly, we have the agreement with the customers 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, like that payment terms. And whenever you are booking the invoice, that invoice system should give me the when is the due date for this invoice. Okay, so when you're posting the invoice, if your system will give the due date, then it is more easy for you for next to further payment operations. So we have to make a payment to your vendor, right? Whatever we are going to purchase, we have to make a payments. If you want to make a payment, how what basis we will go on to make a payments? As per due date. Okay. So as per due date, we'll go on to make a payments. And this is the reports. Then further payment process. So if it is vendor case, we are going to make a payment. If it is customer case, we are going to receive the payments. So both cases as per due date only, we'll receive the payments. This is vendor reports. And in report also, we need to see when is the due date for this invoice. Then we can go and make a check payment or transfer payment. Okay, we can do check payment or transfer payment. Okay. So this is one example we understand last class, vendor invoice, how SAP payment terms is going to help for the your invoice due date calculation. And if you go on to check in your report, so we can see when is this invoice due. Accordingly, we'll plan for the payments. Okay. And similarly, customer case also, we'll see the report, receipts. We can see the customer reports. In customer reports also, we can able to see the when is the due date for this invoice. So accordingly, we will start the follow up with the customer for collection. Okay, again, this is also, it can be check payment or transfer payment with customer also. And regarding purchase invoice, purchase entry or purchase invoice booking. So we try to understand how SAP is going to help for the your tax calculation. Right? First class. So whenever we are going to post any purchase entry, so user is going to enter the purchase account debit 1 lakh. Then what we are expecting from system? A tax calculation we are expecting system automatically. System should do the tax calculation. So we have the different GST rates. These are the GST rates is applicable in India. GST 0%, 5%, 12%, 18 and 28%. So what we are going to do as a consultant? So these are our background jobs where we can configure the tax rates. Okay. So nothing that for this tax rates, we are going to configure in SAP tax codes. So in SAP, what we are going to do? We are going to configure the tax codes. For 0% one tax code, 5% another tax code, 12%, 18%, 28%. So each rate will configure the tax codes in SAP system. So then whenever user is going to post the purchase entry, just is going to select the tax code. Assume that. So I will configure one tax code X1 for 0%, X2. I think last class I shown in the system also. So what are the tax codes is configured for previous batch, means senior batch system. So with that system, I explored practically how SAP system it will works. Okay, X4, X, okay. X5. So like that, we can configure the tax codes in SAP system. Last class I showed while booking the invoice, how user is going to select. If you select the X2 tax code, system is trying to calculate the 5% tax, and X3 12% tax. And also this, if this purchase belongs to within the state, so it is applicable CGST and GST. So then, so while configuring the tax code, we are going to tell the system CGST condition 2.5% and GST condition 2.5%. So accordingly, system is going to calculate the taxes, and also tax amount system is trying to post to automatically one GL account. Okay, user not going to do any tax calculation, user not going to do any GL selection also. Okay, this is our core job where we can configure the as a SAP consultant. How to configure backend system. Okay, even every day you people are going to use so many applications in your mobile front end or some online portals we are going to use. So this is the our end user process, means end customer service we are using by using that application. So each and every application someone is developed, right? Backend someone is developed. So those applications we are using front end. Similarly, the business is the end customer for us. Okay, business, they want to use the SAP application. So in SAP application, there are so many standard solutions. Okay, but that standard solution also we have to design as per your customer requirement. So tax portion SAP is given, but tax is not unique for all the countries, right? So India is different, US is different, UK is different. This is country specific activity. So whatever country we are working, whatever client you are working, as per their requirement, we have to configure the system. Means we have to design the system. Okay. So that is what our consultant role. Okay. So then the same purchase, if it is going to, so someone is asked last time question. So if the purchases belongs to service, what is applicable in addition to that? TDS also is applicable. Apart from GST, TDS also is applicable. So then what is the accounting entry also? I given the example here. So this purchase, GST is going to add to your purchase value. So this is my purchase value 1 lakh. See, if you see all the cases, so my GST is going to add to your purchase value, then the final amount is vendor payable. And the TDS case, it is going to less from your purchase value. Okay, we are going to subtract from purchase value and we are going to pay the net amount to your vendor. Okay. So this portion we are discussing last class, AP process.
Sir, related to purchases,
Yeah.
with making more than 50 lakhs, this is a new act for TDS.
Yes, correct.
So if the payments made to more than 50 lakhs, we need to deduct the TDS
Yes.
for 0.1%.
Yes. 1 minute. So we have started a detailed discussion about AP. I will come to that point also.
Okay.
That is a new legal requirement, legal changes in India from July 2021 onwards.
Yes.
So it is applicable goods purchase above 50 lakhs. Okay, TDS is applicable 0.1%. Okay, so who are working, those people aware. So juniors not aware. So anyway, we'll cover that. Part of subject we'll discuss all. And for that, what is the new section? 194Q, right?
Yes, sir.
The new section is for this TDS. So last class I given one example, that is 194C. So if you are getting any contract service from your vendor, like interior work, transportation work, electrical work, plumbing work, any labor kind of service if you are going to take from third party, so 194C section is applicable. Like this, there are so many sections is there. 194C, 194I for rent, 194J for professional services. Okay, 194H is there, 194D is there. And recently, 194Q is the new section introduced by India government. This is country specific too, okay? Not for global. Yeah, these are 10% only. 194J is applicable 10% on professionals. Okay. Depends on service, depends on again their what you can say, whether we are getting this service from individuals or any organization. Okay, and also some taxes is depends on the product. Okay, we'll discuss that. Detailed discussion we'll do the later part. Just I'm going to specify here. This is 1% and 2% is there. So here 1% is applicable for individuals. Means I'm going to take some contract to work from third party. If third party is the individual person, maybe some individuals also they have some firm registration. Okay. So if you are getting the service from the individual person, then it is 1%. If it is organization, 2%. And again here, whatever service you are getting from third party, if third party having the PAN number, this is the standard rate is applicable. if your vendor means third party not having the PAN number, straight away is 20% is applicable. Okay. So non-PAN case, it is straight away 20% is applicable.
In this case also, new act is implemented, sir. That is 206.
Correct. 206 not for non-PAN.
No, if he is having PAN and he is not filing the returns, income tax returns, we have to deduct the 200%, or else minimum at least 5%.
5%. Okay, whichever is high.
Higher.
Okay, whichever is high, we have to consider. So I will come to that part. So recently, this is the 194Q section introduced by Indian government. This is applicable. So generally, these are the sections is applicable on service purchase. So these are the sections is applicable on purchase of services. But this is new section, it is applicable okay, purchase of goods above 50 lakhs. Is applicable on goods. Generally, goods purchases, what is the accounting entry to last class? Purchase account to debit. Okay. Input CGST, HGST or IGST. Okay, depends on your purchase, whether it is within the state purchase or interstate. But newly act came, as per this new act, 194Q section is the so purchase of goods above 50 lakhs. Then it is applicable 0.1% TDS. Okay. Again, here condition is, so if your vendor having the PAN, this. If your vendor not having the PAN, straight away 5% is applicable. Okay. This is the new legal requirement. So when this process introduced by Government of India, okay, from 1st to
July
2021. See, when you go for interview, so suppose in your resume you are going to mention, so you worked on the GST, I worked on the TDS. Okay, suppose you are going to mention your resume Indian project, then definitely they will ask you this kind of questions. Means you worked means definitely you are aware this. Okay, you implemented this solution for your client. So they will ask, okay, when this process implemented, and what are the sections and what are the rates is applicable. Okay, is possible straight away through your SAP configuration or any technical things we need to apply. Technical things need to apply means, so your first two session we discussed any technical updates is there. Here, technical updates, we are going to take the ABAP help. So in this case also, so recently we implemented this 194Q section. So here we need to do some technical updates. Okay, SAP will provide the technical solutions. Technical solution means, so some legal requirement, SAP will come up with the solution. Okay, you no need to build the complete solution from our end. Because of SAP application is using across India, thousands of customers. Okay, if SAP is not going to provide the solution, then what we need to do? All 1,000 customers, they have to build the solution, right? Everyone is getting my point? So this is for all Indian customers, right? SAP assume that 1,000 customers is using in SAP in India. Then if SAP is not going to provide the default solution, then what we need to do? All 1,000 customers, they have to start their own development. Okay, it is huge burden, right? Huge activity. So this kind of legal changes, SAP will provide the solution. Just that solution we have to implement our system. They will provide end-to-end technical updates. They will provide the what is the process steps we need to perform our system. Like I told last session also, every day in your mobile you are getting so many notifications. This is the update, this is the update, this is the update. So we can go through the some what we can say, some manuals also, some instructions also, right? Okay, if it is small solution, just we can click on the update. If any big updation, so we can read the some instructions, right? The same way SAP will provide the guidelines, technical updates they will tell, and also what is the functional solutions. Okay, so we'll follow that and we'll implement that because of it is legal thing. We should not do the mistake, and also it is applicable for all customers. If it is one customer, two customer, they can do their own. If it is for all, so SAP is going to provide the service. Okay, they're going to keep on provide the services to customers. Okay, this update, it can be small thing or it can be big thing. If it is big thing means we can say some new version. If it is big updates means definitely we can say it is updated version, some new version. If it is small thing means one kind of add-on package, okay, or enhancement. So small add-on enhancement. So this kind of things we try to communicate to interviewer. When you go to interview, we should be able to tell all these things. So this solution, this process is introduced by, okay, Government of India, so and so date. So before that, we developed the system. So we followed the SAP guidelines. So we updated some technical things what SAP is provided. Okay, these technical things, who is the responsibility update? Basis team. We interacted with the basis team, and any program related changes is there in this technical updation. So here there are two types of updates. Okay, only technical update means version. Okay, SAP is going to release the new version. So if it is only technical related update, version update, so basis people will take care. Any add-on programs is there. So ABAPer will take care. Okay, and these people complete the technical thing. They don't know what is legal changes, right? And who is going to coordinate with them? Our finance consultant, means we are going to consultant. So our core job is FICO, right? So as a FICO consultant, so first I need to interact with the SAP. Okay, I need to follow the SAP solutions. Then in this solution, is there any technical updates? So I need to coordinate with my technical team. Okay, and before going to SAP, before going to technical, first I need to discuss with business. Okay, some conditions is there. So as per their conditions, which is applicable. So like this, our role is more, what we can say, the name itself consultant, right? Generally, what is meant by consultant? Coordinator or solution provider. If you see, if you go to your rural area, RMP doctor is there. Okay, and if you go to some multi-specialty hospital, we can generally we are going to use the word. So here we have the consulting doctors, means specialist doctors. So weekly once they will come, weekly twice they will come. So they will call it as these are the consulting doctors, means professionals. Okay, simply they are not going to give the treatment. First they will analyze the disease. If you go to RMP doctor, what they will do? Okay, they will try to simply give the high doses of medicine. right? High doses painkiller, high doses antibiotics, simply they will give. So sometimes it will work, sometimes it is going to cause another diseases. That is the RMP doctor solutions. So here our part, our role is not a like RMP doctor. Our role is as a consultant. So we have to see the all impacts. What is business requirement? What SAP is going to provide the solution? That solution, okay, how to implement our system? Is there any technical help? Okay, simply you don't tell, I don't know all those things. My job is, okay, accounting entry. Okay, so here we have to do the much coordination with other modules. Okay, technical team, how they can interact with business, they don't know, right? So as a FICO consultant, we know the accounting, we know the legal things. Okay, so we are the more coordinators with all modules, including business. Okay, these kind of learnings is more important. Okay, don't think as of now, okay, these all are things, difficult things. Okay, we'll go step by step. Just I'm trying to give what is the start, what is the end part. Okay, end part is this kind of role our job. Okay, starting will go step by step. So to understand the first of all SAP standard one, then day to day any updates coming with any country, any solutions going to provide by SAP, then how we can interact with other technical teams, how we can implement the solution. Then after that, that solution, whether it is working or not, again we have to test it. Okay, so whatever solution we implemented, so we have to test it. Okay, then after testing, if everything it is coming fine, okay, any calculation calculation or something is going wrong, again whether it is our technical mistake or SAP, still something need to provide. Okay, again we can interact with SAP. So whatever instructions you given, we followed this, but still we are not getting the result. Okay, so then maybe SAP also who is going to develop human being only, right? So they can also do the mistake. Okay, so if you raise your queries, we are going to buy the Dell laptop or iPhone or something mobile. Why this companies is going to provide the warranty? This is branded, right? Branded means generally is what we can say 100% quality is there is no defect. And even though every company, why they are going to give the some warranty 6 months or 1 year? You see some branded product, they will give only 6 months warranty. If you see the local product, they will give 2 years also warranty. Okay, even though we are going to prefer the branded, even they are giving 6 months warranty, we are going to prefer the branded, means because of we are going to trust on that product. There is no defect, 99.9% there is no defect. Okay, small 1%, 0.1% defects is there everywhere. So it can be manufacturing defect or maybe some solutions when they are doing the hurry up, they missed out. Okay, here also SAP is given the provider solution, but maybe sometimes some corner point is missed out. So we need to identify. How we can identify? If you do the proper testing. Okay, if you do the proper testing, we can able to identify the two gaps. So then again we have to interact with SAP. We'll try to get this legal solution. Okay, for legal solutions only we are going to more interact with the SAP. Okay, other solutions we have to find our own way as per your client requirement. Mostly it is available SAP standard. Okay, we need to find the solution. So this is the AP process. We are going to dealing with vendors, purchase, and how this purchases is going to calculate the due days for that. Which object it is going to help. Sorry, I need to copy this also.
Sir, your voice is not.
Sorry. Now, can you able to hear?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah. So this 206 also, 206 AB also new section. So this is applicable only if your vendor not filed
Returns.
IT returns last two financial years. Okay. If your vendor is not filed IT returns last to 2 financial years, okay, then it is applicable double TDS rates. Double TDS rates. Double TDS rate means your regular TDS rates is this. Okay, 2% to 10% to okay, another 10% or 5%, whatever rates is there. These are the regular rates. So these rates is going to double. Okay, as of now, just keep in mind these are the new legal changes in India. Okay, from July 1st onwards. So when you go to system, we'll discuss more about each section wise, how to configure it. These are the sections in SAP. How we can configure these tax rates. Then the tax value, what we are expecting. We want to post automatic accounting entry. That is our more important job. So user don't want to calculate this all manually. User don't want to go on to select the GL account manually. Okay, so last class I shown, right, GST calculation. Similarly, TDS also we have to do the configuration and we have to post automatic. Okay, the next part is payment. So we'll try to understand in SAP how payments we can do. So generally, as per due date, we have to make a payment, right? So for due date, which object is going to help? Your payment terms is going to help. So as per due date, we are going to make a payment. Then what is accounting entry for vendor payment?
Vendor account data to like
Vendor account debit. 1 minute. This is invoice processing. So with vendors, so we are going to do the vendor purchase invoice process. Invoice process, we understood how to do the invoicing. For that, how to do the GST calculations and TDS calculations. Then what is the next process? Payment. Then what is the accounting entry while making the payment?
Vendor account debit.
Purchase already we covered, right? So we are doing the purchase. Agnes purchase only. Okay, we are getting the vendor payable. So this vendor payable, we have due date 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And after that, we are going to make a payment. Then what is the accounting entry while making the payment?
Vendor payable.
So now your vendor having the vendor is the payable for the organization, right? So vendor always which balance we have in report is liability for the organization and also this credit balance. It is payable for the organization. Payables is liability. It is having the always credit balance. See this accounting entry also what it is telling. You posted one invoice, okay? It is having the credit balance. Then, so we are going to make a payment. Once we make a payment, so our vendor balance should be 0. Okay, if you want to get the 0, then which entry we have to pass? Debit entry or again credit entry?
Debit entry.
So your vendor having the credit balance 1 lakh or 1 lakh, whatever. Once we make a payment, your outstanding payable is 0. Want to get the 0 balance, then what we need to pass? Your vendor should be debit.
Debit.
Then only your balance will close, vendor balance. Okay, vendor account is going to debit. Then what is going to credit?
Outstanding.
Bank entry.
Bank account.
So we are going to make a payment through bank, right?
Yes.
For your bank, you are going to pay, suppose SBA bank, if you are going to say SBA bank account to credit. How much? 1 lakh rupee. Okay. So Arun is getting the accounting also more important. Okay. So if you are not clear with accounting, then how we can design your SAP system? What accounting entry you are looking from system? Right? So whatever we are looking means here business. We are going to implement the solution for some ABC business or XYZ business, right? So business is looking this kind of accounting entry. So if you are clear with this accounting, then we can think of how we can get this accounting entry. If it is manual entry, business will do. But our role is here, how to bring this entry automatic. Okay, some of the cases we can do manual, but most of the cases, big companies, they want to do the automation. Then for automation, where I can map this bank account. Okay, if business having the always one bank account, there is no challenge at all. If business having the multiple bank account, if they want to go with two different cases, different two bank account payments, then it is challenge. And also they are looking this automatic. then our role is more important here. How to bring this bank account as a credit? From where we can do the automation. Okay. So first we should clear with accounting, then we can think the solution from SAP. So here accounting entry will be vendor debit. Why it is debiting? As of now, my vendor having the credit balance. It is payable for the organization. If I make a payment, general thing, so you are going to take some hand loan or something from some others. Then when you are going to repayment the money, the balance is outstanding is 0, right? Okay, plus minus. In usual case, what we are going to do? Plus minus. If we are going to take some hand loan from someone, we'll treat as it is minus. Then plus. Plus balance minus balance is closed, right? So here in SAP, not only SAP, in accounting terminology, we have to follow the debit and credit concept. Okay, so now your vendor having the credit balance. So if I make a vendor payment, then my outstanding is going to means outstanding becomes a 0. If I want to bring the 0 balance, then I have to give the debit. Okay, then credit debit balance becomes a 0. And from which account you are paying? Bank account. So whatever bank we are paying, that account we are going to give it as a credit. Okay. So here it is single bank account, not a challenge. If it is multiple bank account, then we have the challenge. So here again, mode of payment. Whether you are going to do the check payment or transfer payment is the key role. Okay, the mode of payment is important, whether you are doing the check payment or transfer payment. Okay, and so we have to pass this accounting entry. Then like this, every day we are going to do the so many payments, right? Not only single payment, right? Or 5 payments or 10 payments. If you see, always you can imagine about big organization. Don't think about small organization. Daily they have 5 payments or 10 payments. Then there is no much challenges. There is no need of SAP software. Okay, they can do manually tally or something. But even though few payments, 5 payments or 10 payments also, we have challenges in tally. Okay, suppose your outstanding payable is amount is 1 lakh rupee, then you have to make a payment 1 lakh only, right? So if you see anyone who is working in tally or anyone worked on tally earlier or anyone aware tally?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in tally system, when you are going to make a payment, by mistake if you enter 10 extra, your system will allow to make a payment entry or it will stop?
It will allow.
My outstanding is payment payable amount is 1 lakh only while making the payment entry. So by mistake I entered 10 extra.
It will allow, sir.
It will allow, right? There is no control.
Yes, correct.
But whereas SAP, so system will not allow. So while making the vendor payment in SAP, so we are going to select
Open invoice.
okay. For invoice. So whenever we are going to post this invoice, so we have the credit payment terms, right? As per that, so system is going to update in report. In report, it is going to show as it is open item. Open item is why it is open item? It is pending one, right? Until you make a payment, it is pending one. So general terminology, we can say it is pending invoice for payment. Okay. So in SAP terminology or general terminology, accounting terminology, we can say it is open item, means pending item. Okay. So while making the payment, so system will allow only open invoices. Okay. So whatever vendor you are going to make a payment, if you go and select the vendor account, then we will go to screen. System is going to show the list of open invoices. Okay, it can be one invoice or it can be many invoices. It will show the list of your open invoices along with the outstanding payable amount. Okay, so it will allow whatever outstanding payable is there. Your outstanding invoice amount is 1 lakh and you are trying to make a payment entry here 10 lakhs. By mistake you entered. It is manual mistake I'm telling. Not wantedly, but maybe possibilities there wantedly. Some people are trying to do some manipulation, right? So sometimes we are seeing this kind of fraud in the market. Okay, it can be manual mistake or it can be someone is trying to do the fraud. But both cases, so system have the control here. System is going to tell. So the amount is too different to clear this entry. Okay, system will tell this amount is too difference to clear this entry. It will stop. This is another control, another advantage of SAP. Okay. This is the first advantage we can say compared to Tally system. Similarly, some other ERP systems, but Oracle, I'm not sure how much they have the control. I did not work on the Oracle, but Tally, definitely this is the challenge in your system. But whereas SAP, we have the control.
Duplications also we can avoid, sir.
Sorry?
Duplicate payments.
Duplicate payments means first we have to avoid the duplicate invoice.
Yes. If Tally can allow to enter the duplicate in payment entries, double entries. So in SAP
means you don't have any outstanding invoices, we can able to make a payment. You mean to say, right?
yes, correct.
Because of here Tally, there is no outstanding invoice selection. So it is like one general entry. It's like one general entry. System don't know. Okay, whether you are posting one payment entry or two payment entry, 100 payment entry, how much amount you are going to pay. So that is not matter for the Tally system because of there is no validation of invoice. Okay, but whereas SAP, so we have the validation against invoice only we are going to do the payment. I will show in the system also. So one entry I will show in the system. So last class we seen, right, how to book the invoice. So as well as we seen how system is going to calculate to due dates, and also we seen how system is going to calculate the taxes. Similarly, we'll see payment entry. First, I will check any open invoices is there. Last time we posted. So here we can check the vendor report. So today date, I'm going to execute the report. System is going to show any open invoices is there. So this vendor we have open invoices. Some small amount is there. Wait a minute. So I will post to 1 or 2 invoices. So I will try to post to some backdate. So because of why I'm going to post the backdate means as per due date, we have to make a payment, right? So assume that. So some 30 days back or 29 days back, I posted some invoices. Those invoices system should show me the due date today. Okay, accordingly, I'm going to make a payment. When we'll try to book some invoice, last month we'll try to book. Okay, I will try to book one entry last month, 28th. Invoice 1. That is also under control, we'll discuss. So I'm trying to post 1 lakh invoice. So here what I told, okay, we can select the tax code. Okay, the purchase belongs to 5% tax. So what user do? Just user job is code. Okay. See, generally, if you don't click on the calculate tax button, so it is going to show the your purchase payable amount is 1 lakh only. Whatever purchase we are going to do, that much only it will show. When you click on the calculate tax, then only system will start the calculation of tax. Now it is showing 1,05,000. So I'm going to post this entry, and we can see here when this invoice is having the due date. So I'm trying to book the back date invoice. Okay, November 28th. So from November 28th to 30 days means when is the due date? December 28th is the due date. Okay, today we are in the 22. Okay, means it is overdue for 2 days. So I will post one invoice overdue. Okay, another invoice I will post. Secondary, you'll see. So, but very rare case those kind of situations. Okay, see, overdue means it is not like banking system, right? So general business case, we have the good rapport with vendors and customers long back. For 1 or 2 days purpose, we will not go for this all kind of fines or charges. Okay, very rare case. Okay, we have smooth what you can say relation. Okay, that is for long period means okay, something we can go for some agreement. Suppose you are my vendor, so okay, some exception cases we have 30 days agreement, but I am trying to tell you, okay, I need another 30 days time, or 60 days time, or 90 days time. I am telling that I am ready to pay with interest or charges. Okay, like that you have some 100 vendors or 1,000 vendors. Everyone is telling like that. Then what will happen? Is it possible to you run your business without a collection? Everyone is telling that I will pay okay after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days with interest. But it is very difficult for you to run the business, right? So depends on your collection. You have to pay to your vendors. You have to manage your employees' salaries, all those things. Okay, this will not work out your regular business. This is banking system. Okay, okay. General business case, generally based on your vendor customer rapport. Okay, we have some adjustment for 1 week, 10 days. Okay, but anyhow, you are looking payment. So I'm trying to book another invoice. Okay, we'll go with the tax calculation. 1,05,000 only. Okay, we can see here due date is 22nd December, means today. I will book another invoice, third invoice. November. So like that, every vendor, we are going to do some purchases, right? Different dates, we are going to do the purchases. Okay, monthly. Some vendors we have 5 to 10 invoices, other vendor 1 invoice, some vendors we don't have any purchases. So I'm trying to create some more invoices. We'll try to understand the challenges. If you go with one invoice, one payment, there is no much challenges. We cannot understand what is the advantage of SAP. Okay. So this invoice we have due on 30th December. You can see here, 30th December. Okay, now I posted for ABC one vendor 3 invoices, different dates. Now, if it is one invoice or 2 invoice, something we can keep in mind when is the due date. The same vendor, now we have the multiple invoices, different dates we purchase. So we will try to understand how to check the report. So how your report is going to help. See, for this vendor, we have 3 invoices. See, overall payable amount to your vendor is 3,15,000. Okay, we have 3 invoices, but long back we posted. So generally, everyday basis, we are going to see the report and we try to find the what are the invoices due today. Accordingly, we are going to plan for the payments. Now we have 3 invoices. Overall payable amount is 3,15,000. But how much payment we have to do today? 3,15,000 or 2,10,000 or only 1,05,000?
Only 1,05,000.
2,10,000.
Okay. So this is the invoice overdue. See, this invoice is due on 28th December. Today we are in 22nd. It is overdue. And another invoice we have due today. Some background is coming someone. And another invoice I have the future due. Okay. So as per priority, we have to make a payment due and overdue. Okay. So if you go by as per due and overdue, we have to make a payment for first 2 invoices, that is 2,10,000. Okay. And also here we can see the due date symbols. Alarm means due today. This thunder button is the red mark. This is overdue. And this some number is showing means we have the still few more days to pay. So this is another indicator. So this is the due date indicator is there. See how much information we have in the report. What is the invoice number? When this invoice is booked? Okay, as what is your payment terms? As per that, when is the due date? And also the symbol, like your mobile, when the battery is getting down 20%, will get the alarm kind of thing. How it is going to help to us to recognize similar kind of symbols. If you only have the due date, then we have to go and filter something. If you have this kind of symbols, then it is more easy to identify the overdue items and due items. Okay. And what is the payable amount, which currency? Okay. If all your vendors is domestic, okay, INR currency. Suppose if another vendor is their XYZ vendor, is from US. Then for this vendor, we are going to buy the USD purchases. We can see in this column USD currency. That is also another more important topic in SAP. But whereas Tally, we are going to do the manual calculation, right? From USD to INR, how much? Now we'll see. We'll try to make a payment. How much you have to pay? 2,10,000. So here, the overall payable amount is 3,15,000, but due amount is 2,10,000. Okay, another 1,05,000 is not due. This is my report status. Like that, maybe you have 100 vendors or 1,000 vendors, big company, right? This is one vendor case I'm going to show. One vendor, 3 invoices, and 3 invoices out of 3, we have 2 invoices due today for payments. One is not due. And how much you have to pay? 2,10,000. Okay. And we'll try to make a payment in SAP system. So for each activity, SAP is given the one T code kind of option, like Tally, how we have function keys. Tally, we have function keys, right? For invoicing, payment, contra entry, we have this kind of function keys. So in SAP, we have the T code concept. So now we are going to do the payment. F-53 is the transaction code. We'll discuss. Thousands of T codes is there. It's very difficult to remember. Okay. In SAP, shortcuts is not much important. Concept is much important. Okay. What are the concepts? What are the features? What is the advantage of that? Like that we have to learn. So what is the shortcut key? These are the secondary things. Okay. So this concept is more important. Tax calculation is more important. How to map the GL account is more important. What is the accounting entry is the more important. Okay. And how your reports you want to see. What type of auto calculations you want to see. Now we are trying to make a payment. So while making the payment, which are the invoices you want to pay? Okay, so I'm trying to explain one payment entry now. We'll see how it is easy, how still we have the difficulties. So easy is control system I am going to talk. So whereas your tally system here, instead of 2,10,000, if you enter more extra, it will take. That is the drawback or challenge in your tally system. What is the advantage SAP? We'll see now, this payment entry. Okay, I'm trying to make a payment. F-53 is the transaction code. And every software we have the menu options, right? Paths. Tally also we have the step-by-step path options. Similarly in SAP also we have the path option. Accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, document entry. Just now we've seen how to book the invoice. This is the transaction code I used. Similarly, here we have the option to payment, outgoing payments. So here I am going to use F-53. This is the T code. So today date I am trying to make a payment. See here we have the bank data column. Here this is the header information, which date, what is your company code, which currency you are paying, and which is the period we are paying. So December is the 9th period, right? As per our April to March accounting cycle. And any reference, if you want to give some check number or something, you can enter. Okay, here we can enter the clearing text, nothing but narration. Okay, so just I'm going to mention payment entry. Here we have to select your bank. If you have multiple bank account, then so we have to select from list. So I'm using bank GL account, one unique series. So I'm going to mention the 11 star. So this is another advantage in SAP. So we have so many ledger accounts. Okay. So we are going to follow the unique number series for some group of GL account, like bank GLs one unique number series, inventory GLs another number series, okay, loans another number series. Like that, we can use the number series. So we can give the star. Like your mobile also, we have search options, right? Keyword search. So like that in SAP also, there are so many keyword search options. So here I am going to give my starting number keyword 11 star. See, I created so many bank accounts. So I'm going to make a payment from my SBI bank or HDFC bank. Okay, I will select the bank. And how much we have to pay? 2 lakh?
2,10,000.
10,000. That is the next part. I will come to that part. So yes, but manual also we have the control. I am trying to explain now. So here the amount to bank selection, amount selection is manual process we are doing. Okay. So if I enter more zero also, what I entered now? 21 lakh I entered by mistake. So here what I am going to select? Which vendor you are going to make a payment? Open item selection. Okay. So system will allow only open items. So whatever invoices posted is showing in open status here. For this vendor, these are the invoices we have the open item. But altogether it is 3,50,000. I am trying to enter more than that amount. It can be by mistake or it can be someone is trying to do some manipulation. Okay, someone is trying to do some fraud. So here I will select my vendor code and we have to click on process open item. There is no other option. We'll go by process open item. What is the vendor code we are using? Okay, 11000. What system is showing? It is showing for this vendor list of open invoices. Just now we posted three invoices, right? These are the amounts, and also here we can see the days. Okay. See, this invoice is due today. This invoice 2 days is overdue. This invoice still we have the days. Minus sign, it is showing 8 days. 38th to right December. And all 3 invoices, it is showing the open invoices. System is trying to pick for the payment. But here my priority is I have to pay only these 2 invoices, right? Okay. These 2 invoices I want to make a payment. So what we can do here? These 3 amounts, it is in blue font. Blue font means it is active for the payment picking. I can deactivate this line. See now, this line is deactivated for the payment. Okay, these 2 we are going to consider for the payment. Then these 2,10,000 I supposed to pay. So I supposed to enter in the bank column. By mistake, what I did? 21 lakh I entered. And what is your payable amount system is showing here? 2,10,000 is our payable amount. What is the difference amount? 18,90,000 is showing the difference. If you try to save this document, we'll get the message. 1 minute. The difference is too large for clearing. System will not allow to make a payment, any differences. So this is the control we have. Everyone is getting? So by mistake, if you enter the more amount also, we have the control from system. Lesser amount also, it will show the difference. Lesser amount also, it will show the difference, but this is your business requirement. Why you are going to enter the lesser amount? Maybe sometimes you are going to do the partial payment. So it is there, that right? Possibility is there, right? You are going to make a partial payment. You have outstanding invoice is 1 lakh, but you are trying to make a payment to installment payment 60,000. So that is your requirement. So that we entered, that is correct only. Then for that, we can select here partial tab. Okay, by default system is going to select the standard tab. And if you are going to do the any partial payment, in this case, we can select this tab. Then system will allow the difference amount. Okay. This is the system having the control payments. Okay, partial case always we have the option, partially we can do. Okay.
Sir, in actual case, the people will do right this one payment run, right?
Sorry,
So
sir.
they, hello.
Yeah, tell me.
So in actual scenario, so the AP team will do the payment run. So they will do the one. So in that case, how this will affect?
Your voice is not clear. Who is this?
It's Basha, sir.
Okay, Basha.
So in actual scenario, so the AP team will do like payment run, right?
Yeah, that's right. I will come to that part.
Okay.
So here,
No, sir.
I'm trying to tell. This is F-53. Manual payment. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
In the previous step, we got partial payment, no?
Hmm.
And then if we have lot number of payments, how can we find out our amounts, sir?
Large number of payments.
In between large number of payments, how can we find out our payments? I mean, how can we partially pay our amount?
Your management is going to decide, right? How much you are going to pay for this vendor. So you have outstanding payable 1 lakh or 10 lakh, 1 crore rupee. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you are going to
Okay,
make a partial payment. Okay, as per your budget. Okay.
sir.
Again, here another case is there. Okay, suppose you have the agreement with your vendor. Each and every invoice I am going to make some installment payment.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you want to go with installment payment, so you have the agreement with your vendor. Whatever invoice I have, 1 lakh invoice. Assume that you have 3 installments.
Hello.
Suppose if you have the 3 installment, the first installment, second installment, and the third installment. Suppose if you have this kind of agreement, what we can do? So assume that first installment you want to do the 40% of the payment. Second installment again another 40, and remaining 20. So if you have this kind of agreement with your vendor, then again we have the solution. Okay, all these cases the solution is your payment term. At all payment terms we can configure, right? Today general case you have the agreement 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So then whatever invoice you have, that invoice system is going to show so and so date is the due. But your case, always we have the agreement with your vendor or customer, installment payments. Okay, any invoice, it can be 1 lakh invoice or 5 lakh invoice, 10 lakh invoice. I want to do the partially 3 installments. Then in payment terms, we can configure, we have one option. Last class I shown, right, where we can configure the payment terms. OB 08, OBB8. This is another T code where we can configure the payment terms. So assume that you want to go for installments. Then here we can select the installment to payment checkbox. Okay. Then the another transaction code, we have to tell how many installments you want. Each installment, how much you are going to pay. Two steps we have to configure. So here we can go on to configure. Okay, for your payment terms, some XYZ payment terms you are going to configure. So for this, how many installments you want? I want to 3 installments. Okay, fine. You can configure 3 installments. And how much you want to do the first installment? Okay, whether you want to do 30, 30, 40 or 40, 40, 20 or equal, whatever. So assume that I want to do 40% first installment, second installment 40, remaining 20 is the third installment. So if you configure like this system, then whatever invoice you are seeing here, this invoice amount, it will show into 3 values, 40,000, 40,000, 20,000, 3 amounts it will show. Okay, your invoice amount, it will split into 3 as per your installments. And also it will show first 40,000 when is the due. Suppose first installment to 40,000 you are going to pay within the 10 days. Then it will show the 40,000 is the due on some 10 days. And remaining second to 10,000 it will show the second due date. And remaining 20,000 it will show the another due date. Invoice we are posting one, but system is going to split that invoice into as per your installment payments. That is also possible. Okay. Someone is asked this question. So is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here we have the installment option. Okay. So generally, very rare case, we will do the installment case. Normal payment terms we can configure. Very few cases, if any business is looking installments also possible. Okay. And here, okay, this is one control we are seeing. System is not allowing to make a more payment. Even less payment also it will not allow. But less payment to some business, they are going to do the partial payment. Then that case it will allow. So if you select the partial tab. Okay. So I will show that case also. I am going back. Assume that I have one invoice, 1,05,000. So out of that, I want to do the some 60,000 payment. I'm going to take one invoice example. Okay, 3 is there. So assume that out of that one invoice, I'm going to do the partial payment, 60,000. By default, system is proposing 3 invoices. I'm going to deselect. Okay, so this invoice, I want to do the partial payment. So current to see, if you see, this is the amount we entered our bank column. This is your outstanding invoice. So still system is telling that we have the difference amount 45,000. So in this case also system will not allow to make a payment generally.
How to deselect that one?
Just double click on that. Deselect to select.
Okay.
Okay. If you just double click on the amount, we can select and deselect.
Okay.
If you have huge list, okay, suppose you have some 10 invoice, 20 invoices. It is difficult to one by one go on to select and deselect. So here we have the options, select all. See now, if you see all items is in blue font, it is selected all invoices. And we can have the deactivate option. We can deactivate all. In that particular invoice, I want to do the payment. I have 10 items, 20 items. Okay. So it is very difficult to go one by one. Then that time we'll use the mass option.
Okay.
These are the challenges again in manual payment. Okay, someone is asked automatic payment, right? So these are the still we have the challenges in SAP also manual payment. Okay. The next way of payment is in SAP. Automatic payments. So we have another T code of 110 where we can do the automatic payments. I will come to that part. Okay. So now I'm trying to cover partial case. Even partial case our system don't know, right? System is thinking as you are entered some wrong amount. Okay, but your requirement is I am doing the partial payment. So in this case, you can go to partial tab. Okay. See now this is your invoice payable amount. So here we have to tell the system how much you are going to make a payment. Okay, for this invoice, this is your total outstanding payable amount. For out of that, how much you are going to pay, here we can enter that amount. So I want to do the 60,000 payment. See now, this amount is matching. The difference amount is 0. Now system will allow to make a payment. It is posted payment document. Okay. So partial case, okay, we have the possibility. Feasibility is there, we can do. But more case, definitely every business want control. Okay. And this is the manual process I told you, we have the control. So system is not allowing to make excess payment. Okay, that is one thing good. But still we have challenges here. What are the challenges? I have 3 invoices. When I go to this screen, payment screen, by default system is picking 3 invoices. Right? System is picking all 3 invoices. Out of that, we have to go on to deselect one of the invoice. If it is 3 cases, 5 cases, okay, fine. If you have 10 invoices, 20 invoices, out of that, 4 or 5 invoices you want to pay, make a payment. Rest of all you want to deselect. Then still we have the challenges here, right? So why I created 3 invoices now we are getting? So I want to show the challenges in the manual payment. Okay. It is one good feature compared to other ERP, but still here also we have a challenge. So business want to do the payment as per due invoices, not all invoices. Okay. So yeah, filters is there so many. Okay. Filters is there so many. So filters means here we have the option to select what are the documents you want to make a payment. See in your report, how many documents is showing? 3 documents. Okay, here we can go and identify these 2 documents you want to make a payment. Okay, so we have the option filter. Here I can enter the 2,10,000 amount. You can select your vendor and we have the additional selection option for the filtration. Okay, when you have the huge invoices 5, 10 or 20, then if you go directly process open items, then it will show so many lists. Out of that list, you want to make a 3-4 invoices payment. So instead of going to directly process open item, better to filter with the input screen. Okay. See if I select this, then system will ask, what are the documents you want to process for the payment? Here we can enter those document numbers. Now if you go to process open item, see it is not showing other invoices. Whatever invoices you filter, those invoices it is showing. Okay, this is a possibility is there. Some again these all are manual. Manual means first I have to go to this report. Here I have to find the open invoices. Here, if you have the 10 invoices out of 10, you have to go based on the filter due date or due date symbol. You have to copy that invoices. You have to go to here. You have to enter. Like that, one vendor, then another vendor, another vendor. Like that, we have today 100 payments. How much time it will take? If you go by manual payment, each payment, how much time it will take? At least it will take 5 minutes for one payment. First, we have to check the report. In that report, we have to identify the due date invoices, copy that invoices, go to payment screen, enter the filter, document numbers, and enter your bank account. And also, for these two invoices, what is the payable amount also we have to identify. Okay, so how to identify? So here we can, based on the due date or due date symbol, so I want to select due and overdue date symbols. Okay, these two symbols I want to select. We'll go for filter. Okay, like that we have to do. So now we are system is filtering the invoices, and also we got the amount. We can copy this amount, or else what we can do, we can give all list of vendors. We can filter with due dates, and we can download this data into Excel. Okay, when you have the 100 vendors or 200 vendors, so instead of going one by one, what we can do, we can download into all Excel. And some projects, what will happen? Someone is going to prepare the data, then their manager is going to run the payment. Okay, so this kind of jobs is there. Okay, so this is the way one filtration we can do. We can find the list of invoices, we can find the amount, then we can go to payment screen, we can filter those invoices, and we can run the payment. So even though at least it will take 5 minutes time to make one payment entry. Okay, and here this is one thing challenge, and the second thing challenge is, if you have the one bank account, always we can go and enter so and so bank account number here. If business having the multiple accounts, okay, assume that business want to go with payment, check payment this, transfer payment with HDFC Bank. Business have the priorities, right? So check payments, I want to go with this bank. Transfer payment, I want to go with this bank. Okay, and foreign payments, I want to go with ICICI Bank. So big organization, definitely they have some priorities of payments. Then if you go by manual, then we have to find, okay, this payment to, okay, whether it is check payment. If it is check payment, here I have to select. Here I have to select my SBI Bank, right? If it is check payment. Then if it is transfer payment, I have to select my HDFC Bank here. If it is foreign payment, I have to select ICICI Bank here. Okay, again 100 payments. Okay, then assume that 20 payments is check. Okay, some 60 payments is transfer. Then remaining 20 payments is foreign payments. So again, we have the challenge while doing the manual payment. Okay, so while doing the manual payment, again bank selection is the one challenge. If you do wrong bank selection, again your payment entry is wrong. Okay, so you selected SBI Bank account, you try to do the payment for foreign vendor. Then we have some limitation for SBI Bank for foreign payments. We have some limitations, right? Some banks we have the international payment facility, some bank we don't have. Then we have to face the problem. SAP we did entry in a different bank, and physically you are doing the payment into other bank. We have the problems. So to avoid all these problems, manual selections. So what do we have the solution is. We have the solution, automatic payment program. I think Basha, you asked this question, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have the automatic solution. So in this automatic process, okay, first what we'll do, we'll discuss with the business. So what are the cases they want to pick? Means first mode of payments we have to discuss. That is called as a payment methods. Okay, we have to discuss with our banker. Yes, sorry, not banker, business. What are the mode of payments they are going to use? So assume that they are going to use some check payments, some transfer payment, some foreign payments. Okay, these are their mode of payments. Okay. Okay. And again, transfer payment. Whether it is NEFT transfer or RTGS transfer or IMPS transfer. If you see India, there are different mode of payments. NEFT transfer payment is there, RTGS is there, IMPS is there, and also one more is there, fund transfer, means within the bank. So I'm going to do the payment from my HDFC bank. My vendor also having the HDFC bank. Then in this case, we can say it is fund transfer. Even if you see your net banking also, when you go to, when you are going to add your beneficiary, so banking system it will ask whether it is within the bank or different bank. Okay, when you are transferring the funds also, if you see, we have the two options, within the bank or different bank transfer. We have options like this, right? So when you are going to design the system, SAP, because of we are trying to do the automation. When you go for the automation, you have to fix your business priorities. Okay, if you fix the priorities, then only we can run automation. Otherwise, today business is telling I want to go with this payment method, this bank. Tomorrow is telling that another bank. It will not work. For automation, first business come up with the standard requirements. These are the cases I want to go by this bank. And in transfer also, I have this many payment modes. Okay, and they have to tell when they are going to NEFT, when they are going to RTGS, when they are going to IMPS. See, if you take IMPS case, we can able to make a payment up to 2 lakhs. More than 2 lakhs we cannot do, right? Then we have business need to tell. Okay, so below 2 lakhs payments, I want to IMPS. Above 2 lakhs, I want to go with the NEFT or RTGS. If you see RTGS, is it possible to make a payment less than 2 lakhs? RTGS payment. Above 2 lakhs only, we can do the RTGS payment. IMPS case, below 2 lakhs only we can do the payments. NEFT case, any amount we can do. Okay, so like every business, okay, whatever country you are working, okay, they have their bank requirement, business requirement. So all this we have to discuss first, then only we can do the automation. Okay, then here business is telling that for check payment I want to go by SBI, transfer payment I want to go with to HDFC, and international payment, I want to go with the ICSC. Okay. And so again, the one more thing, you are going by SBA, so you want to go with the check payments. Then, so okay, today I'm going to make a 10 check payments or 20 check payments. So as per this example, assume that 20 check payments we are going to do. Then, what about check number updation? So after make a payment, against your payment document, we have to update the check number, right? Okay, because of again we have the pending activity BRS. When you are clearing when you want to do the BRS also, against the payment, how we can identify unique to identification is check number. So through check number, we have to update the check number, and when we are doing the BRS also, as per check only, whatever checks is cleared. So this check number, it will reflect your bank statement, right? These are the checks is encashed. So against that only we are going to perform the BRS in our system again. So it is more important check number. Then this check number, somewhere we have to maintain the system. And also we want to pick the check number automatically. Or else if you have the option while doing the payment entry, I told you, here reference column or somewhere I can enter my check number. Okay. If it is manual input, again, user can enter wrong check number. Possibility is there or not? It is manual input, possibility is there, enter the, generally this is the field we can use the check to enter the check number. This is the field or this field. So instead of that, we can do the check updation also automation. So for that, what we have to do, backend, for this bank, we have to maintain check lots. From banker, we'll get the checkbook, right? So in this checkbook, we have some 100 check leaves or 500 check leaves, whatever check leaves is there. So we'll maintain one check lot for that. There we can maintain from this number to this number is my check numbers. And also we can tell, so system should pick the check number automatically. Then it is more unique. Okay. So we can configure the check lots. Assume that I have SBI bank. So maybe SBI bank, again, you have one account or multiple accounts. Chances is there, right? Multiple accounts. So account wise, see here, two options is a bank, and in that particular bank, what account, which account? Okay, maybe SBI bank, I have current account as well as OD account. Okay, so like that, bank ID. ID nothing but bank account number. So we can go here, we can maintain the check lots. So from that, from 1001 to 1999, these are my check numbers. Example. So real time, whatever checkbooks we will get, in the checkbook we have the details, right? Those details we will enter. So any information if you want, you can enter here. See, like that we will maintain the check lot numbers from number to number. Then when you start the updation of check, we'll get number status here. Suppose today you are going to run the payment for 20 payments. So you want to tell the system, update the check number automatically. Then, so end of the day, if we can see here, number status 1010. Okay, like that we come to know how many checks we utilized, against which payment we utilize. Everything we can get the status. Maybe for senior batch, we executed that. So we can see one report also. Okay, this is check register. I think in the system not updated. We can see here report to. So check your check lot number status. What are the checks we use as of now? Against which payment we use and what is the payment amount for that. All this information we can see. Or else just now we made one payment, right? 1 minute. Okay. Just do something, we made a payment, right? Payment entry we did. So I will show that payment entry. Some 60,000 we did partial payment, right? Assume that for 60,000, I'm going to update the check. Where is that? Okay. This is your payment entry, right? 60,000. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I will update the check number. This is my payment document number. So from SBI bank, I'm going to update the check number. See here, if you are trying to give the check number manually, if you try to give the any wrong number, also system will throw the error. It will tell your check lot number is wrong. Okay, so it will pick whatever check lots we maintain. Okay. So that earlier I have another payment. I'm going to update the check lot number 2. See if again I'm trying to enter the same check number also, it will throw the error. The next free number in your check lot is 1002. What system is telling? The next free number from your check lots is from 1002. Already 1001 is used. Like that it is telling. It is more controlled system. SAP is the more controlled system. User can do any mistake, but system should guide. Right? So for that only all big MNC companies, hundreds of people are working in invoice process, hundreds of people are working in the payment process. So some people juniors, some people seniors. Okay, chances is their mistake. Even seniors also manual mistake they can do. Okay, but system should have the control. That is what more important SAP. See, now I did 2 check updates. Now I can go on to see the check report. See, earlier we are not getting any report here right now. So we updated to check numbers. See what it is showing. This is your check numbers, right? 1001, 1002 we updated. So what is your payment document number, payment date, and which currency, what is the paid amount, and who is the vendor. Okay. See, with one check number, we can able to see all our payment information. Okay. Today we made one payment. We issued some 10 or 20 checks. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, some vendor is calling back and he is telling that, so we not yet received the payment. Then I can go to this report. I come to know what are the check numbers we utilize, what is the payment, what is the vendor. Okay. So easily we can identify which are the checks we use and which are the vendors and how much amount we paid also. Okay. So the automation is another important, very important topic in AP. Okay. See, now we see some challenges while going manual payment. Some advantages is there, still we have the challenges. So for that, the solution is, best solution is automatic payment foreground. So in this automatic payment foreground, so we are going to set the priorities as per business requirement. So what are the mode of payments they are going to use, and as per that, business need to tell what is their bank priority. Okay, if check payments, then we can do the check lots maintenance, and automatically whatever now I show in the check number update, that is again manual. Okay, we can do this automation process, this check lot updation, everything we can do the automation process. So it is going to update some 10 check numbers, 20 check numbers automatically. Okay, Then transfer is there. So 60 payments I'm going to do, right? In transfer case, we don't need any checklots, right? Then I'm going to make a payment in my SAP system, 60 payment entries transfer. Okay, different vendors, different amounts. So this is our SAP system. We are booking the payment entry. Still, this amount is not transferred to your vendor accounts, right? Further, what we have to do? This is our SAP system. We are doing the payment entry. Then this all payment should goes to your vendor bank account, right? Transfer case means my bank account to vendor bank account. Funds we need to transfer. Then who will do the transfer? 60 payments. We have to do the transfer. How we can do? How we can do the 60 payments transfer entry? General case, what we are going to do? We are going to log into net banking. We'll log into net banking. Okay. So maybe you have one account or multiple accounts. We'll select the account. While transfer the funds also, if you observe net banking, it will ask from account to account. Then you have to select your vendor bank account. Then we have to specify amount. Then suppose this vendor in SAP system, we made a 2,10,000 payment. Okay. So here net banking also I have to enter the 2,10,000 payment. If I use net banking. If I enter more zero. Is there any control in bank system if I enter more amount?
No.
All right. If it is our individual account, okay, system will tell you don't have sufficient balance. Right?
Yeah.
If it is company account, business account, they have huge funds. Okay. So because of bank net banking system don't know, right? For this vendor, how much is your outstanding payment amount, right? So it will allow to it will allow whatever amount you enter, you are going to allow, it will allow. If you enter the less amount also, it will allow. If you enter the more amount also, it will allow. Then again, we have the challenges. So one entry or two entry, I will take care. Slowly, I will observe, I will enter. 60 entries I have to do. Then definitely, we don't have that much patience, right? We'll try to enter fast. Okay, maybe typing mistake or something. Chances is there. If you enter the less amount, okay, somehow it is in our control. Okay, instead of 2,10,000, maybe you entered 21,000 or something. Then vendor will come back. We receive less payment, something. If you do the more payment is the problem. Okay, so generally vendor will not come back. So we have to identify that. When we can identify that? When you will get back the bank statement. Or when you do the daily or weekly reconciliation. Okay, so we come to know later stage. Then we come to know this vendor by mistake we transfer the huge fund. Then we are trying to call to your vendor. We'll ask. Okay, your vendor will tell, okay, even I also did not observe. So every day I'm going to receive so many payments. I don't know who are the customers is paid this much. Okay, when you called, okay, you will tell them, okay, I received excess money. I will check. I will tell that he will tell. So then, okay, he identified he also we received huge extra amounts. Then we are going to ask to return the money. Then generally, what vendor will try to tell, okay, we'll adjust with next payment. We have some other invoices, right? He will tell that we'll adjust with another payment. Again, return process is difficult, like that. He is trying to tell. If you have another invoices, fine. If you don't have other invoices, he is telling that next month invoice will adjust. So these are the risk. Okay, these are the risk process. If you go by net banking, if you want to transfer like this 100 vendors, okay, by mistake if you select the bank account number is wrong, sometimes your vendors names look like same. Okay. Some vendors' names look like same. If you select the wrong vendor, then funds goes to some other. Okay. And also another thing is chances of fraud. Who will do this transfer payment? MD will sit or CFO will sit and do the transfer, or employee only will do this activity? Some employee only, maybe senior manager is going to do, not MD, not CFOs. Okay. Then, so we are not sure, right? We cannot trust all employees, right? So chances is there. Maybe they are doing good job only. Some emergency case they can do some fraud. Some people they are going to do some emergency cases is there, so they are not able to manage. So sometimes we can see this kind of situations. So fraud is gone. So to avoid all those things, then how to do the payment? How I can do this 100 payments? All are different vendors, different amounts. If it is all or single amount or single value, something we can do, but different amounts, different vendors, we have to transfer the fund. It is very difficult to do the net banking. It is risk also. So for that, so generally if you observe, most of the people are working, right? Most of the people are working people, right?
Yes, sir.
So we are getting salaries month ending, right?
Yeah.
Who is going to process the salaries?
Payroll team. Payroll team.
Payroll team. What is their job? They are going to prepare, means they are going to process, they are going to run the payroll in our internal system. Okay, each employee, what is the pay, salary amount, all those things, they are going to run the payroll, our internal system. It can be SAP, it can be Tally, or it can be other ERP. Finally, that funds should goes to your employee bank account. Okay, from your bank company account to your employee bank account, we need to transfer the funds. Who is going to do this activity, transfer the funds? In my organization, 1,000 employees is there. Who is going to transfer the funds?
Finance team. Finance team only will process the payments.
Means finance team is going to transfer the funds. They will go to net banking and they will start transferring the funds to employee account.
Yes, through bulk upload.
Through bulk upload. So through bulk upload means some bank portal we have to do, right?
Yeah, correct.
Not in our system, right? Not our internal system. Bank server only, bank portal only we have to do, right? Then if you want to upload bulk file in bank portal, first we need to prepare that file, right? Payment file.
Correct.
You need to prepare the payment file or not?
Yes.
So in that payment file, what are the information we need to keep?
Like employee ID, employee name, bank account.
Bank account number.
Salary payment file. So we have to bring employee name, nothing but beneficiary name. Banker point of it is beneficiary name.
Yeah.
Okay. Employee bank account. Okay. And
so IFSC code.
FSC code. And what is the amount? So one employee, 26,000. Similarly, other employee, 30,000. Like all 100 employees, 1,000 employees, it can be definitely this different bank account, right? IFSC code, maybe it can be same, or again it can be different. So nowadays, what companies they are doing, they are not going to open any for employees new bank account. Whatever bank account employee they have, existing account, they are going to register that bank account. They are going to transfer the funds nowadays. Earlier days, every company they are going to maintain unique bank system. Okay, they are trying to open the bank accounts. So nowadays, they are going to transfer the funds to our accounts, whatever account we have. Maybe your previous company employee already have an account. The same account we can continue. That is the now every company is following. So here all employees having the different bank accounts, IFSC codes, okay, and different amounts, and also we have to tell from our bank details, right? This is your employee bank details. So similarly, we have to tell in this payment file our bank details also. Otherwise, if you send only this information to banker, or else if you try to upload this information in the bank portal, how bank system knows from which account to we need to transfer the funds? In bank system, there are so many accounts, right? How bank system will understand from which account we have to transfer the funds? So we have to tell our bank account, our bank IFSC code. Okay. So like that, we have to prepare the payment file. Okay. So then this payment file, so what we can do, we can upload bank portal directly, or else we can send this bank file to banker. Banker is going to process this payment file. There are 2-3 ways. Okay, we can upload directly. Okay, or else we can send this payment file to banker through email or something. They can process this. Okay, this is month ending activity, monthly ones. Month end, you are going to do the salary process, 100 employees or 1000 employees. It is one time activity. When you coming to this vendor payment, so like this every day I'm going to do the 60 or 100 payments. So this is also, it is a risk if you go manually and try to log into net banking and transfer the funds. Chances is there more amount or less amount to enter. So here what we can do, we can develop the vendor payment file. This is salary payment file. It is one-time activity, month ending. Already we have the so much database, employee database, all bank details. So it is easy to generate the payment file. Again, here also we have the challenges. So every month some employees is going to add, some employees is going to remove. Remove means they resign. Then those employees list we have to remove and new employees we have to add. So still we have some activity, and maybe this month salary is increased, then here amount is going to increase. Last month is 30,000, maybe this month we given the hikes to employees, then we have to change the amounts. Okay, still month ending we have some activity, something we have to do manual, we have to prepare the file. Okay, and coming to this case, so in here also we can do the same way, we can prepare the vendor payment file. Okay, so here we are going to capture the vendor name, vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor bank account, vendor IFSC code, vendor payments, and this is every day it is going to change. At least this is very few cases it is going to change. Employee salary is fixed for 6 months or 1 year, and in this case everyday payments it can be different. My invoice amount is different, my payment amount also different. Then okay, our bank details also again same. Okay, this is beneficiary bank details, beneficiary whatever amount we are going to transfer the fund, and our bank details. And also this is not a month ending activity. Big organizations, they are going to do this is daily activity. Then is it possible to prepare this kind of payment file everyday manual? 60 payments or 100 payments. Okay, today some 60 vendors is different, tomorrow 100 vendors is different, tomorrow amounts is different. Is it possible to prepare this all payment files manually per day, every day? Again, it is huge time taking activity, preparation of payment file, and again amounts, who is going to prepare, some human beings only, right? Chances is there enter the amount wrong, chances is the bank account and number enter wrong. Okay, so what we can do here, so we can do the payment automation, and also we can do the this payment file creation also automation. Okay, this is very important topic and a little technical, some complexity also is there. Okay, and this payment to file format, again it is going to differ from one bank to another bank. Okay, this is bank specific. Okay, one bank to another bank. Okay, it can be differ, the payment files. Okay, so accordingly we have to develop the payment file. Okay, so this kind of automations, it is more important. General SAP we can learn easily, we can go to any institute, they will teach. Okay, so this kind of things, very few cases, maybe I don't know, few cases some people are going to cover this kind of topics. First, the concept understanding is more important. Okay, why we need these things? What are the challenges if you go by manual? So everyone knows, most of the people, accounting entries. Okay, so our part of course not accounting entries. Accounting entries, okay, some freshers is there. Maybe some people are working in different domain. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate more on the accounting part as well as these kind of advanced topics. Okay, these are the more important topics. So if you know these kind of topics now, easily will get the jobs. Okay, some technical things is going to involve here to generate this file. So part of course we'll learn all those things. Okay, so everyone is clear this payment process automation. Automation, okay, will set the priorities based on your mode of payment. Okay, which bank business want to go for payment, and here manual payments, we are going to check one by one vendor what are the outstanding invoices. Out of that, which invoice is due, which invoice is not due, we have to do the manual exclude option, we have to do the filtration. But here, this automation payment system, whatever day you are going to run the payment, today I am going to run the payment. Okay, whatever day you are running the payment, what system will do? System will go and do, just now manually we check the invoices, right? Okay, system will go automatically, it will go and do find the list of invoices due and overdue as per your payment date. So see here, report also, today date report I am checking, right? Same way I am running the payment today date. So system will go on to read the list of invoices having due and overdue till today. Okay, like each vendor wise it will go on to check. Vendor 1, what are the invoices due and overdue? System is going to identify those invoices. System is going to calculate the what is the total payable amount for that vendor. Then it will goes to second vendor. Okay, you are going to run the payment for 100 vendors. So all 100 vendors, system will go and read the data like this. Okay, just I will show the payment screen, automation payment screen. This is the screen we can use for the automatic payments. So here just we can go and tell the system whatever day you are going to run the payment. Okay, run identification we can put like to your payment method or something. Okay, here we can go and enter the parameters. So whatever company code you are running the payment, this is my company code, and if you are running the payments for check, you can enter the check. Then also we are going to tell the system when we are going to pay next to payment. Tomorrow I am going to pay the next amount, next to payment. Okay, so here I can select all my vendors. Just now I enter one vendor, right? Manual payment. Here I can enter from number to 2 number. I can give all numbers. Then system is going to filter the payments based on your payment method. Here it can be 100 vendors or 1000 vendors. It can be 1 lakh vendors. Out of these vendors, whatever vendors you want to make a check payment, those vendors only first system will go and identify. Then all this vendor system will go on to check this outstanding invoices. It will go check all outstanding vendors invoices. Vendor 1, what are the invoices? Vendor 2, what are the invoices? See, this is the second vendor. Vendor 3, what are the invoices? And also it will check whether it is due or overdue. Fourth vendor, fifth vendor, like all vendor system is trying to read. I mean, system is going to identify the list of vendors and invoices, and it will pick for the payment. Okay, then okay, we'll execute the payment with the check method. Again, we can run for the transfer. So transfer vendors it will pick. Then foreign vendors you want to run. So foreign vendors based on the payment method we can classify, or else better to some follow the different two numbering for foreign vendors. Okay, this list of vendors is domestic, this list of vendors foreign vendor we can classify. Then it is more easy for the payment run. Okay, like that we can run the automatic payment. See here, multiple vendor selections at a time based on the payment method. Payment method is the key role here. Payment method selection. Then we can set backend bank accounts based on this payment method. Backend we can set the here. See, one configuration is there. We can set the bank determination for your company code. It is not configured here. So here we can tell the system what is the priority of ranking order, which bank you want, and any availability amounts you want to restrict. Okay, some banks we have certain limits of amounts. So more than that, I am not going to use this bank account. Like that, we can tell the some backend priorities to system. Okay, so this all requirement we will get from the first business. We don't know, right, what business is looking. So this is more important to we have to discuss with the first business. Then accordingly we can configure the system. Okay. So now you got some idea AP process. AP process means not only accounting entry. Purchase account debit, bank account credit. This much process is there AP. Okay. So maybe some people are working on end user process, maybe a little more people aware. But to say, so many people are working different to ERP system. Some people are freshers. In our college days only they will tell what is debit, what is credit as per golden rule. But no one is going to teach what is the business process. Okay. So you try to focus on the business process first. Okay. What are the steps we are going to perform? So don't tell whenever I'm asking next time, what is the accounting entry, vendor invoice. Don't tell purchase account debit, bank credit or cash credit. Then if you are telling purchase account to debit, cash credit, where is your vendor? Where is your reports, vendor reports? Where is your tax part? Where is your banking? Nothing is there, right? Simple, half an hour session we can close. Yeah, around 2 sessions we took to understand end-to-end flow, invoice processing and payment processing. Okay. So at least you got some idea, 50% idea AP process. What are the key components is there, concepts is there. Okay.
Yes, I got it.
So end-to-end AP module, it will take minimum 15 to 20 days time. Okay, through system step-by-step configuration. Okay, so topic-wise discussions. It will take minimum 15 days to 20 days for AP. Then if you clear with the AP, entered all process, here it will take 1 week time. Here it is quite opposite, right?
Yeah.
So like that, we can simplify the course. Okay, AP will go in depth, all concepts. Okay, then here it will not take much time. Okay, opposite way, you should think what is the solution for AR. Like that, we have to develop. So again, I'm going to cover AR end-to-end process. Again, it will take 15 days to 20 days time, but end of the result is topics is over, but you are not clear with the topics. You are not able to explore something. You have to try to explore your end also. Okay, AP process this. What is AR process? You have to imagine opposite way like this. We have to explore our skills also. Because of tomorrow, if you get the job, whatever topics I covered, okay, it will help to get the job. But when you go to business, they will come up with some new requirement. So here I am going to tell these are the processes, but business will come up with some different requirement. You should able to understand their requirement, should able to think the solution. Okay, so our end also analysis, explore is more important. Okay, one level is subject, what we are going to cover, how it is going to help our business. Then second thing is we have to think, okay, more in different business case, what kind of requirements we'll get. Analysis is more important. Okay. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. So tomorrow, if you want to discuss, we'll discuss a little bit ER and asset accounting. Okay, so almost to tax, banking also covered this part of AP, right? Part of AP we covered, right? Banking nothing but just now I told, right? So payment methods, for that, what are the banks we have to set up, and the check lots we have to maintain, how to update the check, how to see the check register reports. These are comes under banking. One thing, then last one is BRS is there. Okay, and tax also little bit I covered for just as of now knowledge process purpose. Then when you go to regular sessions, it will take 1 week time, or at least 2-3 day sessions for this. Okay, 2-3 day session for this. Banking, it will take at least 1 week time. Nothing but this automatic payment program. It will take 1 week time. Okay, so requirement understanding, system design, everything, banks configuration, payment run. Okay, what are the challenges, exceptions? Okay, it will take the banking concept to 1 week. The other AP processes, GST, TDS 1 week. Okay, and a few more topics is there in AP, foreign currency. So we are going to do the purchases, not only domestic, right, INR. So if you are going to do any purchases from US or UK, those all are currencies we have to convert into our local currency. Means our reporting currency. So here we will cover exchange rates. Okay, and as well as sometimes we'll get the foreign currency gain or loss because of daily exchange rates is going to fluctuate, right? So accordingly, we'll get sometimes foreign currency gain, foreign currency loss. So these all are will cover in AP. Around 5 to 6 scenarios will cover. Then yeah, all are opposite. Okay. And again, fixed asset is the big model. Fixed asset is also big model. So theoretically, if you want to understand tomorrow's session, okay, I will cover fixed asset model. Okay, in depth. Okay, or else your choice. If take more session also not a problem. Before going to practical, we should be clear with the concepts. Okay, so if you want, I can take tomorrow session for fixed asset detailed discussion. Then we have another discussion, integration, SD integration flow. If you understand again MM integration end-to-end flow, SD is the opposite flow. Okay. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.